Quest Connect X New Social Wide Essentially with God, the angels on the zone. You're alive in the Bands River and the remoteness of NTNW borders. Of course, this is the area where I live in, between borders. And of Australia, of course, with God, the angels on the zone always. Praise the Lord. Tomorrow's Sunday. I hope everybody's getting prepared for Sunday. I'll be doing the partake again Sunday morning with preparation for the cup and the bread for the morning service, and of course feeding the birds as well. Quest Connect New Social Wide intentionally. I want to zone in with God and the angels today. Just with God and the angels. I've got an issue. I've got an issue. Revelation. On Revelation. The worm, it wasn't on my zone. It wasn't on my zone. It wasn't on my zone. But it came on up accidentally. Somebody I go into Revelation, I read Revelation, but it wasn't on my zone, but it came up accidentally. My brother told me about it, and it's actually it Revelation travels many prophecies, and Wormwood is a prophecy as well. Wormwood star is a meteorite, maybe a star, we don't know, but it's a big giant meteorite or kind of star that's going to hit the planet, and people might say, oh, but it's gonna hit the star, but it's gonna it's gonna miss it. It's gonna probably take it's gonna take a satellite dish and knock them out of the place. I don't have any satellite dishes out there. It probably possibility it might hit on an impact on Earth and cause just massive problems, massive communication and all those other things, and your Quest Connect New Social Wide International, that picture is just that picture I asked for. I asked for that picture into my Quest calendar 2031 to 2032 because it's got it covered. I'm covered after the year 2029,
The bitter prophecy almost no one understands. What if I told you that the Bible speaks of a moment where a star falls from heaven and poisons the water? That star isn't just a symbol. It has a name, and the name is wormwood. Revelation tells us people will drink the water and die from it. But here's the strange part. Most churches never talk about it. Most people skip right over it. Why? Because wormwood is one of the most bitter prophecies in the Bible. And the scariest part? It might be closer than we think. The Old Testament contains 15 books of prophecy, but the New Testament has just one, Revelation. John, an apostle, wrote it while he was in Ephesus. John and Mary, the mother of Jesus, moved there together. They lived out their lives in Ephesus, where they were also buried. Revelation was penned toward the close of the 1st century. During that period, Emperor Domitian demanded that everyone burn incense to Caesar once a year, on the Lord's Day. People had to stand before an altar, raise their hands, and declare, Caesar is Lord. For early Christian groups, this was a severe challenge. Their faith was evident. Jesus is Lord. They could not say Caesar is Lord without facing severe consequences. Now, it was crucial to see if the Christians would firmly hold on to their faith. Even before this book was written, people were already dying for their faith, and this whole book is a guide for those willing to die for what they believe. Initially, the word martyr just meant witness, but soon it became clear that being a true witness for Jesus might mean losing your life. That's why the meaning of martyr changed to someone who dies for their faith in Jesus. John wrote the book of Revelation, but it's written differently than John's Gospel and his 3 letters. Here's why. The book of Revelation was given to John in a unique way. God the Father gave it to Jesus. Then Jesus gave it to an angel. That angel then passed it on to John, who wrote it down for all the churches. No other book in the Bible came about in such a complex way. John wrote what he saw and heard, and sometimes what he saw was so extraordinary that the angel had to remind him 11 times to write it all down. During his visions, John was taken up to heaven, where he heard various wormwood, the bitter prophecy, almost no.
You know what? And wormwood is coming to Earth. It's on zone. It's on radar. It's on radar right now in the atmosphere of the atmosphere. Well, it's not a big atmosphere out that way, up on the air, and it's coming now, and it's going to strike in year 2029. It's a star. It's called Wormwood. It's coming in year 2029, and that star is probably got a 2 star beyond, 1 star beyond it, and that's the first star, that Wormwood, that's gonna hit, is gonna hit and just gonna cause a lot of things, a lot of issue on this planet Earth, whether we survive, whether Earth survive. And 2029 is not far. We're nearly end of the 2026, and nobody should be partying. Nobody should be doing all that. Everybody should be focusing on how to challenge it, because what other reason I say this too, when you read the prophecy, the truth, it just say, take the Bible away from here. Take the Bible away. It's just going to be open to smashing. It's going to be open to them. To the stone. At the moment, it's gonna, to all the stones, it's open to all the stars falling. At the moment, it's got protection. At the moment, the shields, sky, ozone layer, all that, and it's lucky. But once that gone out of the zone, it's already burning by the sun. Once that got on the zone, it's very dangerous. But I tell you what, I've learned, pay your deeds. And people might say, oh, we pay to the church, we pay to this lady, and they're paying all over. You know where the money goes in? It goes into the taxation department. That's where the money goes in, for God and for Caesar. Both God or Caesar, they share, and they miraculously share with Solomon, miraculously. And I just love Solomon dearly for doing that, and I try to activate it over and over and over, because Solomon is just a champion victor, and with his dad David, but too many people stumble too. Too many people stumble, and David and Solomon got up again, sinners and scoffers. See, up again, sinners and scoffers, and it's programmed automatically, and I feel really terrible for my nephew Zachariah Bibi Dingwall. I feel sorry for him, because he had none. He was on the throne in Cana. He had none. He had none. And you know what? I come in and I said to him in Cana, I said to him, go, Zachariah, and he won. See, he won. Did his dad win? Yeah, his dad won. And sinners and scoffers. See, and people. What I just talked video. I wonder if I can show another version of that. Citizens, yelling.
A great star will fall from heaven, burning like a torch. Its name is Wormwood. 1/3 of the waters on earth will turn bitter, and many people will die. That's what the Bible says. Now, in the Old Testament, wormwood meant sorrow, affliction, judgment. But in Revelation 8, it becomes cosmic. It's no longer a bitter plant, but a blazing star crashing into earth, poisoning rivers and springs. Some say it's only symbolic. Others warn it could be literal, an asteroid. Maybe even Apophis in 2029. Still others point to Chernobyl, where the very word means wormwood, as a chilling preview of what's coming. One thing is certain, the world will drink bitterness, but Jesus offers living water that never runs dry. The question is not if wormwood will come, but whether you're ready when it does.
And I want to tell people, the drink that's really lovely at the moment is Fanta. It's the most loveliest drink. Fanta, the orange, in cans and bottles you can buy. It's just lovely. I just love drinking. What it does, it feeds the body. I know it's from Germany and all that, but the Fanta, it feeds the body. It feeds proper, really proper fulfilling, really proper proffer. You don't even have to worry about food. Fanta. It's nothing to worry about. Drinking Fanta, because I was going to show you a can. I haven't got a can yet, but I've got a bottle here. I got a little bottle here. Fanta drink. See, Fanta drink. And you can get it in can as well, 2 type of can, and it's just beautiful. I just love drinking it, and nothing wrong with it. It's just beautiful, and people are gonna say, oh, but who's gonna challenge Wormwood? Sinners and scoffers. They ask at Calvary. Sinners and scoffers. They simply ask Labang. They say challenge now and to prove it. And I said, Jesus said, could it be a woman? Because they said on the Bible, Jesus could be a woman. That's a bounce back on a woman Jesus. That was a Jazz. Was it a mom of David, King David? That was a Jazz, Jesse. Was it a mom of King David? Can't be the dad. Gotta be the mom. Jesus must zone in on Jazz.